Hello everyone, I'm John Davis and I am not, as you can tell, a stay-at-home mom. I'm not even a stay-at-home dad. But I do have children. I've got two kids, two beautiful girls, and I've also got a wife. And this video is about my journey really of finding a side hustle, finding a way that I can make an additional income stream. I'm going to tell you what I've done. I'm going to give you some suggestions on how it's the perfect opportunity for someone who is at home, got that flexibility. I know, flexibility. You don't have a minute to yourself, but I'm going to say it anyway. So someone that can basically is looking for a way of making money that works around their passions, their interests, and works around their children and time and commitments. Because let's face it, the world is a lot different than before you had them children. I know, I've been there. Just to give you a bit of background about myself, so I've got two children, and me and my wife, we both worked, we both had full-time work jobs, building our career up, going up the corporate ladder. My wife was extremely successful, and when we had our second child, we realised that it wasn't all about kind of having that spending money. It wasn't all about becoming the next level up in your role and trying to get them promotions. It was completely different. It was about being a family unit. It was about having time together. It was about providing the most loving environment and opportunities that we can for our children. Basically, our world's turned upside down. I don't think we ever really expected it to do it that much. I think we kind of thought that modern day, we can just carry on our careers and do what we're doing. But priorities change. Like I say, you don't really know what you're letting yourself in for until you have children. And it's the most amazing thing, but it does change your priorities. So whereas before we were both earning an okay amount of money and we had money coming in, and before children we could basically, if we wanted to go on like a little vacation, we could do. If we wanted to go on a night out, if we wanted to go for a nice meal, we could do. But things change. It didn't work like that anymore. So as the children started to go to like nursery and childcare, the bills rose rapidly, and we got to the point where basically one of our wages was just about paying the childcare bills, which kind of made us think, what's the point in working? So you're doing it for that satisfaction of working, you're doing it for that time to yourself really, and you're doing it for your own kind of motivation and efforts, and you've built your career up. You don't want to just give it up straight away, do you? You've worked hard for that. You've worked hard for that respect and for that promotion or for that position. It's something that you enjoy doing. But equally, you have to kind of sometimes balance out the priorities. What's more important, that or being there and having that kind of family time and being that unit around your children? So that's the decision we got. That's the decision we made. And in the end, my wife dropped her hours and we went down to, she went into a part-time position on about a third, if not less, of what she was on salary-wise. So it was a massive hit financially. But hey, you manage. We cut our bills, we cut our spending, we cut down so that they still had the opportunities. We didn't really have to go without, other than things like my clothes or I don't know, just silly things like haircuts. I wouldn't go to the barbers anymore. I bought some clippers, and for about 8 years I've just shaved my head. So little insight there into some money saving tips. But yeah, just you know how it is. You live by your means, so we just reduce them means. So there's different ways, different problems that we had then. So some of the issues we had then was that as the kids started to get older and we want to do more days out as a family, and one big important thing to me is I want to show my children the world. I want to take them to as many countries as I can. I want them to experience different cultures and have their memories as a family. And we've been really lucky in that through my little side hustles, we've managed to go on a few kind of epic holidays, vacations, whatever you call it. So we've been on a few epic ones. We've been to New York, we've been to Thailand, been to Abu Dhabi. We've done some really good trips as a family that have been kind of mind-blowing experiences that we don't do every day. And they've been absolutely fantastic. And I want more of them. So that's what kind of kick-started me on my little journey of finding a side hustle. Originally it started as a side hustle, just a way of creating an additional income stream, a way of making money online. I've tried different things. I've tried t-shirt designs, I've tried Amazon arbitrage, I've tried a thing called match betting, I've tried merchandise, I've tried various different things, but there's only one that ever stuck, and I'm going to tell you what that is in a moment, because I'm going to give you 4 ways that you can make money that perfectly suits a stay-at-home mom. So what we're going to do is we're going to start your own online business. So the first thing we need to do is choose a platform. Now this all depends on what you enjoy doing and whether you want to invest any money in it. So a blog is probably the best way most people get started. Blogging is good. I like blogging because I'm an introvert, so it means that I can be isolated with my thoughts. It means that I can just sit there, write, and just enjoy the silence and just do what I need to do. So I like blogging. Blogging is basically written content. It can take a while for a blog to take off. You've got to be prepared that if you create content, you create blog posts that people want to read, it can take easily 6 months before Google starts to send little snippets of people to that. But the more you create, the more you help people, the more content that you put on there, the better it will do in the long run. You've got to think about the future, put the work in today for the rewards in the future. That's what blogging is. YouTube, similar. YouTube is easier to probably set up because you just need a smartphone. You create a couple of things on a YouTube channel, and if you want videos on setting up a YouTube channel, have a look through my past videos. I've got some in there. But it's pretty easy. It's literally smartphone, and then the hardest part of YouTube is actually the content, creating the content, doing the talking. I'm showing you exactly how hard it can be by how much hard work I'm making of it. It's not an easy platform for some people. It's something you get better with. It's something that you improve, and the only way you ever learn and improve and get better at something is by actually doing it. So that's why I choose YouTube as my primary platform. There's also Facebook groups. Facebook groups are a great way of connecting with like-minded people, your future audience, in a more real-time way. So Facebook are really pushing Facebook groups at the moment. I think because they've lost people to other platforms like TikTok, they're basically wanting people to come back, and the way they're doing that is they're bringing in the group leaders, the influencers, they're bringing them in. So wherever they go, people follow. Because if you think about it, I used to go on a lot of forums to get information and advice, and I don't really use any now. I think forums are that kind of, people just want convenience all the time, and the fact that they might have to go to a website and log in and browse through that old kind of style structure, it seems to be gone now. People like Facebook to learn things, and it's be almost like the new forum, because it's just, you've just got kind of the latest news, latest feeds, and it's constantly evolving. It's a really good way to connect with people in real time. So they're 3 platforms. There are more. You can use Pinterest, Instagram, you can use TikTok. Don't ask me how, because I have no idea. I installed TikTok on my phone the other day, and I swiped down a few times, and I didn't get it. So it just seems to be a lot of people dancing. It was quite entertaining, and I can see how you could kind of get sucked into it and spend ages procrastinating just looking at TikTok. But I couldn't figure out how you could use that to create a business, but I'm pretty sure you can. There's always a way, and the ones that find that early on will probably be the ones with the most rewards. But in this case, I'd probably recommend that you go for YouTube or a blog, or both. Focus on one at a time. So focus on one, create it, get into a habit of doing it, then go to the next one. So that's what I would advise. So that's the first thing. We're going to choose the platform. Secondly, we're going to choose your niche. We're going to choose your subject. What is it you're going to talk about? Don't worry about this. So there's loads of different guides. There's loads of different ways of doing this. Some people say the riches are in the niches, or niches as I call it. So what that means is basically they'll narrow down what they want to talk about. So rather than just doing a blog about dogs, they'll do a blog about 3-legged Alsatians. So it makes it more unique, more specific. So anyone else who's looking for blogs about 3-legged Alsatians is probably going to find yours. Whereas anyone looking for a blog about dogs, you're going to be competing with thousands, if not tens of thousands of other websites. So that's why people narrow it down. But don't worry about that. You don't have to at the moment. You can just do you. It's going to take you a while to find your voice, to get a feel for what it is that you want to actually do. So we're not going to worry about the details here. We're just going to get started. So we're going to either create a blog or create a YouTube channel. There's guides to both of them on my channel. So all we're doing here is we're talking about, we're not going into the technicalities, we're not going into the wizardry behind it. We're just going into what you need to do. So we've picked your platform, we've picked your subject. Plenty of people talk about family life, sports, pets, hobbies. It could be anything. Try and have a think about things that people are passionate about. Have a think about things that you could help people with, you could inspire people with, because ultimately that's what you want to do. You want to create content, either written or video, and you want to create content that helps people, that explains things, it shows them how to do things, it guides them by the hand. And I know what you're going to be thinking, I'm not good enough to show someone how to do that. Get that straight out your head. It doesn't work like that. So there could be things that you are absolutely superb at, that you excel at, but it doesn't matter if you don't either. Even if you want to do a blog on something you've never done before, that is the premise of your blog. You are a beginner. You are just getting started with whatever it is you want to do. So it could be you want to learn how to, I don't know, I've used this example before. Say you want to learn how to juggle. So you're going to create a blog, and it's going to be your journey of learning how to juggle. At the start, you're not going to be able to throw even maybe 2 balls up in the air. By the end of it, you're going to be juggling swords and fire, and you're going to be on a unicycle while you do it, and it's going to blow people's minds. And the whole point is they'll be able to look at the start of that blog or the start of that YouTube channel, and they will see the journey that you went on. So they will trust you, they will realise that you know what you're doing because you've shown the entire journey. You've shown what it's like to have never juggled it before in your life, and then you've shown what it's like to be one of the world's best jugglers. You know what I mean? So, but replace that juggling with anything. But that, like I say, that could be family, parenting. It could be anything. Sports, software, photography. Starting up your own Etsy shop. It could be anything. Just show the journey. Show how people can go from there to there. So that's it. In a nutshell, you've now just got your content, your platform. It's all going great. You're creating stuff that people need, people want. You're starting to build up your followers. Now, I'm going to give you 4 ways that you can make money online as a stay-at-home mom by using these methods. And there's a bit of a pattern here. So if you look around and you look for other bloggers, especially mom bloggers, I'm saying mom, I can't think of a better way of saying that, but most moms that are successful with blogging identify themselves as mom bloggers. That's why I'm saying that. So one of them that I follow quite closely is Mackenzie Bean, who's extremely good, and she shows she's massively successful for what she does. But I really like the way she puts the content together, the way she masters each platform that she does as well. So she's a great example. But there's lots of people out there that are supplementing the family income by mom blogging. There's a lot of them that have quit their day jobs and they're earning more than what they were earning before because they've created something that's successful. And then the best bit is once you've created that success, once you're making money, you then inspire other people as well. So that's why a lot of them are doing really, really well. Everything we've done so far is low cost. If you want to get started with blogging, for example, it's probably going to cost you, I don't know, I think you can get a domain for say $10 and you can get the hosting, which is basically where your blog lives. You can get that for $100 if you get it on offer, or these cheaper ones, these dearer ones, these better ones, these worse ones. You know, you'll find whatever your budget is, we'll be able to find something for you. So considering you're starting a business, let's just say absolute top whack, it costs you $150, $200. Considering you're starting a business, there's not many businesses you can start for that. YouTube's even cheaper. YouTube account is free and you've probably already got a smartphone. So you can always add stuff on afterwards. You can add on microphones and cameras and editing software for your laptop. But you don't need that to get started. It doesn't have to be perfect. Done is better than perfect. So now what we're going to do is talk about the 4 different monetization strategies, the 4 different ways that you can make money as a stay-at-home mom. Now, again, doesn't matter on the platform. These are all relevant regardless. There's different ways of doing it, but they're all relevant. My number 1 tip, I'm going to start with the best one. This is the one I love. This is the one I promote. This is the one I fully endorse. It's affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is a really simple concept. You are going to recommend a product or a service. If someone buys that recommended product or service using the little link that you give them, so you'll have like your own little version of the website. So if you give them that link and they buy, you get a commission. So just for example's sake, a lot of mom bloggers will promote hosting companies like Bluehost and SiteGround. Like I said before, a hosting company, they're basically where your blog lives. So it's a little bit of the internet where you install your blog and that's where it sits. So it doesn't sit on a computer in your house, it sits on a server or a computer in a building somewhere. It's really easy to set up. They just give you a website, you log in, you create it, you add your colours, you add your theme, you add your content, you do everything you need to do to create a blog, and it just lives somewhere in the world and it's connected on the internet. So it's a really simple concept. But you can imagine all these people that are really successful at creating blogs, they then tell other people how to create a blog. And when they tell other people how to create a blog, one of the steps in there is what you need to do is get hosting. And this is who I would recommend because their customer service is great, because they're fast, because they're affordable, and they'll tell you the benefits and why. And because you've no idea what hosting is, and because my explanation that I've just given was rubbish, then you're going to click on the link and you're going to sign up for hosting. Each time you click on that link and sign up for hosting, that person that referred to you, that person that wrote the guide of how to get started with blogging, they're going to get, it could be $100. So when you think about if they've got a big audience and tons of people that they're helping, then that can be quite a lucrative way of making money. but it's genuine, it's legit. They are helping you. So there's nothing untoward about it, unless they're recommending a company that's unethical or not particularly good and they're doing it just purely for the money. But I rarely see that. Most people, and this is my number one rule, if you're going to recommend something that you would pay for out of your own pocket, something that you truly believe in. So anything you see on my channel, if you look in the description, you'll see various different things. It could be books, it could be the number one course that I recommend, it could be hosting itself. Anything that you see in there is stuff that I've bought, I've purchased, and I would recommend my family buy as well. So be ethical with it. But that's what affiliate marketing is. It's basically a referral system. It's really easy. You apply to one of these companies and you say, can I promote your product? They say, of course you can. Here's a little address that you can have. And then you can email that to your friends. You can put it on Facebook. You can put it on Pinterest, YouTube. Basically, you can put that places. If anyone clicks on it, you're going to get a commission if they buy. It is by far the best way of making money online, for me anyway, in my opinion. The second way of making money as a stay-at-home mom is through display ads. So display ads, again, it's relevant if you've got a blog or if you've got YouTube. There is a caveat with YouTube. It's a big caveat. When you start a YouTube channel, they've put the boundary kind of slightly further ahead now. So you can create a YouTube channel, but you know when you're watching YouTube and adverts come up, and you have to click on skip ads, unless you pay for the premium one. But you have to click skip ads. When that comes up, if someone watches the advert, say 30 seconds, the person who's hosting that is actually getting a little bit of money. So they're making money by having them adverts on their channel. Now, again, nothing wrong with that. They're creating content. They're the ones that are doing what most people are afraid to do. And they're creating content that's entertaining people, that's helping people. So they're putting stuff out there. They're going to the effort. So if they're going to get paid every time an advert's shown, fair play to them. That's why I've got a YouTube channel, and hopefully one day I'll monetize mine. That's the caveat. When you get started now, YouTube have made it a little bit more difficult. You've actually got to get 1,000 subscribers, which is hard, but not unmanageable. And then you've also got to get 4,000 hours of watch time. 4,000 hours watch time is actually pretty hard. It's pretty tough. So YouTube is going to reward the people that are in it for the long run. But it's all doable. Have a look around. Look at the channels that you watch and see how many subscribers they've got, and I'd imagine they're all probably monetized as well. So it's a goal, it's something to strive for, something to try and achieve. With a blog, you can also run ads. So you've got things like AdSense, or these different versions of AdSense. AdSense is basically a way that you can put adverts on the side of your blog or the top of your blog. You'll have different spaces on the blog page where you can put adverts. And if you're sending a certain amount of traffic through to your blog, they'll pay you for each time someone loads that page. You might get paid more if they click on it, more if they purchase from it. But it's a way of making money through your blog or through YouTube. By selling, you're basically selling and renting that space within your content. Number 3, and this is where I was saying before, it's a bit of a staged approach. So number 3 way of making money as a stay-at-home mom who wants an online business, a flexible business, a low-cost business, then this is number 3 in the list. You've already got that blog, that YouTube channel, whatever it is, and you've been doing it for a while now. You've had a few achievements, you've had a few big commissions, you're making what you were making before in your other job. So now's the time to then start adding little courses. Add some courses and try and sell them and promote them to your audience. Now, that will sound harder than it looks. Now, you've got to think of all the technical aspects. I don't know how to create a course. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start. Don't worry about that. Once you've got the audience and you've got something that you can teach people, and it doesn't have to be a 500-hour epic video course. You can sell mini courses. You can sell them for $5. You can do whatever you want to do. But there's plenty of websites out there where you basically log in and they handle all the technical wizardry for you. They do they display it, they give you the links, they show you how to create users and basically do all the inner workings of creating a course. They do that. All you do is you pay them a monthly fee and you upload your content. So whether that's videos or written content, you can even just put Google Slides in there. As long as the content's good, people will quite happily do a training course where it's slides or text-based. But there's loads of these online platforms now, like Teachable and Kartra and Udemy and Thinkific. There's tons of these different platforms where you just jump on, create your course and it's there, and then it's about promoting it. But you've already been building up that audience. So that's where the natural progression is. A lot of people will start the blog, start the YouTube channel, and then the course will come a bit further down the line. One day I'm going to create my own course as well. I don't know what on at the moment, probably how to do YouTube badly, but who knows, maybe there's a market for it. Number 4, at the same time that you now feel qualified and confident enough that you can create a course, you can also do that one-to-one or one-to-many by coaching and consulting. So again, find these people that are looking at you, they're looking up and thinking, wow, look how amazing they are, I could never do that. And you're like, no, you can definitely do it. I've only been doing it for a year or 2 years or however long it's taken. Like, you can definitely do it. And then you point them at your channel, you point them at your blog, and you say, look, here's a blog post from a year ago. Look how bad I was there, and look how good I am now. It is possible. Make people realize that these things are achievable. It's the biggest thing that bugs me at the moment. I speak to so many people who are unhappy with what they've got. It could be their job. It could be that they're always skint. They want new things. They want to see the world. We all have a million reasons, and they don't do anything about it. Do something about it. Everything is there. It's all there for you. People have created products and platforms that you can just jump on and just add your little bit to it. It's all there. It's all achievable. We live in a world now where there's every opportunity possible. We live in a world where, with things like YouTube, there's so many people using YouTube that are looking for different things. You might want to create content on such a quirky little subject, something really random. But if you like it, you can probably bet other people will like it as well. So you can find people that you really connect with, that resonate with you, like you, know you, and build up that trust and become known for whatever it is that you want to talk about. The opportunities are there, but there's no way you're going to achieve anything without first starting. You've got to start, and it really, really, really frustrates me when I'm talking to some of my friends and they're moaning about, like, say, their job. And they're like, well, it is what it is. Maybe I'll leave in a couple of years. And you're like, no, do something now. There must be something that you're passionate about or something that you want to do. It is not as hard as it looks. Creating a blog, creating a YouTube channel, it is not as hard as it looks, I promise you. And if you ever get stuck, if you want any advice, I've got a Facebook group and I'm on YouTube. Wherever you're watching or listening or reading my content or anything, connect with me. Add me on Facebook. If you want any help, if you want some guidance along the way, come and join my group, and I'll do what I can to help other people. That's what my background is. I'm an IT geek. I've basically worked in IT support since I left education. So I help people with their problems. I fix the computers. I fix their problems, and I'm kind of a troubleshooter. So it's no different in this game as well. So if someone's struggling setting up their WordPress blog or the YouTube channel, or they want to ask some questions, I don't know everything. I don't even know. Like, I've basically scratched the surface with my knowledge. But I know more than some people, and that's what counts. So remember that when you're creating your own platform, you don't have to be the expert. You can just be a step ahead of someone, and it's that someone that you need to find. That's someone that's waiting for you to find your voice. So find your voice and get started. Do it! So I hope that was of some use. I hope that gives at least one person some encouragement to get started. So pick your subject, pick your platform, and get started. Start creating content that people want, and then monetize that content with affiliate marketing, display ads, courses, coaching. There's lots of different ways that you can make money online and create your own business. You might have to just do what others aren't prepared to do, though. You are going to be, I know what it's like as a dad, and I cannot imagine what it's like for my wife, for example. So I'd like to think that I'm a modern dad, and I'm kind of hands-on, and I spend a lot of time looking after my kids and managing my kids, and I always helped and did everything I could possibly do to support my wife, especially when they were born. But I can't imagine how hard it must be for the mum as well, especially when my wife made a big decision. She basically gave up her career for our kids, and that was tough. That was really tough. It was. She'd spent so many years working towards something and wanted to be an achiever, and that sheer determination of and desire to kind of succeed and win, and then to have to just walk away from that was tough for her, and I really, really appreciate that. So that's why I wanted to create this video. I do understand where a lot of people are coming from, and I'm hoping that at least one person can watch this and can see the opportunities there and is prepared to get started and get stuck in. So thanks for watching. If you want to watch any more videos on digital marketing, and that could be vlogging, YouTube channel, monetizing them with affiliate marketing, then subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. If you want to jump into my Facebook group, links in the description. If you want some free training on affiliate marketing and how to get started, I'll put a link to that in the description as well. So thanks for watching, appreciate it. Thank you, bye.